All right, welcome back to the channel. So it looks like Andre Ward had his birthday and everybody was wishing him happy birthday. And then they start talking about how Andre Ward wasn't one to fight Gennady Golovkin and stuff like that. It was a lot of beef on Twitter, and Gennady Golovkin said, "Come on, Andre Ward, you know you ducked me," and stuff like that. And I don't believe anything Gennady Golovkin has to say. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please share that you like and subscribe to the channel to get all your latest boxing news. With that being said, Andre Ward recently had a birthday and stuff like that. Everybody's wishing him. Then these trolls start coming in on Twitter saying how Andre Ward was ducking and stuff like that. And Andre Ward had, well, also before I get to that, Andre Ward had some stuff, some shoes, the brand, you already know, the brand he rock is Jordan. Andre Ward got his birthday gifts, his birthday wishes, all that other stuff. Then this bozo, Gennady Golovkin, says, you know you've been ducking me and stuff like that. Greet to Andre Ward first and then start talking about how you didn't know you didn't want this fight. Well, that wasn't the case because Andre Ward wanted all the smoke with Gennady Golovkin. And then Gennady Golovkin did an interview with Fight Hype, and it's still on YouTube to the day, that says, they said, "What are your thoughts about fighting Andre Ward?" A guy named Gennady Golovkin said, "Oh no, Andre Ward is too much." And Andre Ward was a 168 pounder, Olympic gold. Yeah, he was Was Andre Ward? Look, sorry guys, I'm not too sure about Andre Ward, but Andre Ward, he was a special type of fighter. I think he was an Olympic gold medalist. I'm sorry guys, I just be having a brain fart sometime. But Andre Ward was that dude at 168 and 175, and the whole story debacle was that Gennady Golovkin enabled Sanchez, and a lot of people wanted to see Andre Ward versus Gennady Golovkin, and then Abel Sanchez started saying black fighters don't sell and stuff like that. And Gennady Golovkin said he would beat anybody from 154 to 175. Then he was trying to secure the fight with Floyd Mayweather at junior middleweight. That fight was never going to happen. And then Andre Ward's like saying, if you come up to 168 pounds, you can come get this work. Gennady Golovkin did not want any smoke from Andre Ward. So I don't know what Gennady Golovkin was talking about, that he wanted smoke. And throughout Andre Ward's career, Andre fought the best of the best. He was in the Super 6 tournament. He fought a guy within Chad Dawson. I believe that was a light heavyweight. Chad Dawson was one of the best at the division. Then he said for Chad Dawson, if you come down in weight at 168, I'll come and fight you. And he beat it, Chad Dawson. And Andre Ward, a lot of people said, no, you should go ahead and move up to 175 and stuff like that. Andre Ward, when he did, he was coming off a long layoff. He had a couple injuries and stuff like that. And then when he finally moved up, he had to beat a guy within Sergey Crusher Kovalev. A lot of people wanted to see that fight. The first fight, everybody thought that Andre Ward lost the fight. Then Andre Ward rematched him, and Andre Ward beat him very convincingly and stuff like that. So Andre Ward since then has been the man, never took no losses. And to me personally, I think Gennady Golovkin is hating on Andre Ward, that he never got the fight with Andre Ward. And Gennady Golovkin never wanted to fight, and he's on record saying that Andre Ward is too much, and I'm not worried about Andre Ward and stuff like that. I think it would have been a great fight. I would have Andre Ward beating Gennady Golovkin because due to the style matchup that Andre Ward has, Andre Ward was a special type of boxer that never got the credit that he deserved. He wasn't the biggest star in the sport of boxing, but a lot of fighters could learn a lot of stuff from Andre Ward. We see Shakur Stevenson learn similar styles. Shakur Stevenson and Andre Ward was demonstrating their shadow boxing and stuff. Andre Ward says that stuff ain't going to work on me. So there's levels to this for a reason. Andre Ward ring IQ is a different level beyond any other fighter into the sport of boxing today. A lot of people are sad that Andre Ward couldn't continue on with his career due to the past injuries that he had. I think Andre Ward today would have still have ran 168, and I think that he would have probably finished his career at 175. But he had a very short career. I mean, he had a long career, but it just ended way too soon. Andre Ward was at the peak of his prime. Then, he just said he had to give it up. But with that being said, Gennady Golovkin at the time they was hyping him up on HBO and stuff like that. Gennady Golovkin, they was making up a lie saying that, oh, he had 22 title defenses. No, Gennady Golovkin only had like 5 to 6 title defenses at that time, and HBO was investing a lot of money in Gennady Golovkin and stuff like that, and HBO wasn't doing nothing for Andre Ward or anything like that. They feel like Andre Ward wasn't the best fighter and stuff like that. I wish I would have seen that fight between Andre Ward and Gennady Golovkin. To be honest with you, always wanted to see Gennady Golovkin lose and stuff like that. So apparently, HBO, that whole situation with him and stuff like that, you guys wrote the reason why HBO got shut down because they was trying to favor European fighters and stuff like that. Absolutely makes no sense. They was trying to do the same thing for Gennady Golovkin, hype Gennady Golovkin up as this big time fighter, and Gennady Golovkin, look how his career turned out now and stuff like that. But at that time, a lot of people feel like that was the fight everybody wanted to see. They felt like that Andre Ward was bullying Gennady Golovkin. Oh, Gennady Golovkin, he's just an old small middleweight. Andre Ward, he's a big guy. He's a big guy. Why let's meet at a catchweight. And then Andre Ward says we can meet at a catchweight. I'll come down to 164, and you go up and stuff like that. That would have been interesting, but Gennady Golovkin was scared at Andre Ward at the end of the day and stuff like that. So Gennady Golovkin, career was built around basically fighting he only wanted to fight, basically fighting bums and stuff until he got beat. In my opinion, he got beat by Canelo twice. Some people arguably say that Gennady Golovkin won both fights. I don't see it. Canelo Alvarez clearly won both fights. And now it seems that Gennady Golovkin wants to pursue Canelo Alvarez as well. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people still criticizing that Andre Ward hasn't fought Gennady Golovkin. Andre Ward said he was willing to do a catchweight. He was willing to fight Gennady Golovkin, do all that other stuff. But Gennady Golovkin stated on record that he said he was willing to fight guys from 154 to 175, and Gennady Golovkin did not want to do that. So at the end of the day, I feel like Andre Ward would have beaten Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin's style was all wrong for Andre Ward. And like he said before on Fight Hype interview years and years ago, Andre Ward was too much. So at the end of the day, you guys could go see the Twitter stuff about Andre Ward and Gennady Golovkin. They was just joking around and stuff, but people start, how boxing fans is, they start saying Andre Ward didn't do this, he didn't do that. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.